Hey guys, welcome back, and this is going to be solo leveling review on chapter 4 and 5. Now, the last chapter 3, ended with a hunter getting killed when they tried to leave the cave. I didn't mention that in the last one because I don't want to spoil everything, you know, that, and I kind of forgot. But, continuing on chapter 4. So, Jinwoo is thinking about how the hunter that was killed was a D rank hunter, whereas he's an E rank, and that D rank hunter got one shotted by one of the stone statues that guards the door. So he's freaking out at the fact that he could easily be killed right now by these monsters. And as that's as he's thinking about that and narrating how he's been through near death situations, so he's more sensitive to danger. He he remembers Ju-Hee's warning about seeing the giant stone statue looking at them. So he quickly turns to it and is looking at them, and his eyes starts to glow, and he automatically yells to everyone to duck. And he's next to Ju-Hee, and he's like grabbing her to like duck, and as he yells it out, a laser shoots out of the stone statue's eye, like the Colossus one, eyes, and it's just like it moved it to where it like curved the beam to like try to kill them all, but they like a good amount of them ducked in time, and we see like the after effect, which is like a big like blast. It wasn't a crater, but it was like it damaged like the ground, and there's like a hand that was like smoking right there, which makes you think that someone's whole body got evaporated except the hand. And then we see Mr. Song close to Jinwoo and Ju-Hee, and he's missing an arm. His left arm, like I think like right here, is like gone. And he asks Jinwoo to help him stop the bleeding because Ju-Hee was freaking out. And he mentioned that she doesn't handle fear well. That's why she doesn't go off hunting in B rank and A rank gates, which she'll be like most B rank healers would do. So as Jinwoo's helping him stop the bleeding by wrapping it up, they're discussing about the three commandments and what it could mean to help them escape. And Mr. Song mentions how he's been in a B rank gate before, and these creatures are above that level. So they're either A rank, and then he goes maybe even S rank. There's no way that we could face off against these creatures. Now that's mostly what chapter 4 is, just more exposition. Whereas chapter 5, we get more exposition, of course, but they're at least doing more things physically, like trying to survive kind of thing. So Jinwoo tests out his theory of what the first commandment means. So he stands up, and then as he does that, Mr. Song is like, "What are you doing? You're trying to get yourself killed." But then he noticed a look in Jinwoo's eyes, and he knows it's not the look of someone who's giving up living. So as Jinwoo's like, he's a little bit like a couple feet away from Mr. Song and Ju-Hee, and he like ducks down into a bowing position, and then tells everyone to bow down to the statue. And there's a couple of hunters like, "What? No! Like, have you lost your mind?" And they like, "No, that's the first commandment. Praise the Lord." So then everyone else starts to do it, bow down to the statue, and then eventually his eyes starts to power down to where the light fades away. So they're just still there, like bowing down, not knowing when they could get up, until one hunter eventually stands up, and they weren't killed. So they're like, "I think we did it. We could escape." So they're over here thinking that okay, they finished it and they could leave. But at that point, the giant statue got a creepy smile on his face. It's just like a big smile. You just see his teeth. It looks really creepy. And I think like the eyes are, it's black, and then in the middle is red. So as it as that look comes on, it stands up and starts to move towards them. And Jinwoo's like the second commandment is to praise the Lord. So another hunter comes up and said that he's a religious person. So he's grabbing onto his cross and is reciting a prayer. But as he's doing that, the Jinwoo is thinking to himself like, "Wait, no, you're praising the wrong Lord." And as that happens, the stone statue steps on his body and crushes him, which caused everyone to freak out. So that's where that chapter ends. Chapter 5 ends with that. I know it's a shorter video, but it's just that to get 4 and 5 out the way, pretty much is just explaining certain things. And they're short chapters either way. In certain chapters, you might get more information, but right now, this is just more of telling us what they have to do. They have to do the commandments and figure out how they have to do it. So in the next one, we're going to talk about how Jinwoo and Mr. Song may figure out the second one, and how, and maybe even the third one in the next one, and we'll see where they go from there. Let me know if you read these chapters, what you think about them. Hit me up down in the comment section below, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.